A little before and after, putting on a bigger turbo both on my 500 to see if we could do 250 wheel horsepower on pump gas versus the larger one. So before we go straight to the launches, I wanted to show you guys a little before and after. I actually dug through my archives and found a quick little first, second, third gear pull when my car was completely stock. This was like my first drive, first video on YouTube ever from a long time ago. We're gonna watch it real quick, and then we're gonna go and see the new launches, which again start from first. I didn't launch it in this one, but it'll show you an example of how it pulls through the gears, completely stock versus as it sits right now with the bigger drop in turbo, full bolt-ons tuned on 93 octane pump gas. So as you can see right there, it's not that quick, you know what I mean? Like my phone, I had enough time in between shifts to keep relocating my phone, which I've now learned that is the worst spot to put my phone, and I don't put it there anymore. So now let's go and check out the two launches I did. This is the first time I've ever launched a car with the new 275 tires in the rear, and the first time launching it at a 5,000 RPM launch control. The first one, grip was pretty good. The second one, as you're about to see, actually spun through first gear with 275s. Now I'm not going to put that much emphasis on it because let's be real, it was cold outside, it was dark out more importantly, so the pavement did not have the heat being soaked up by the sun. I wish I did this during the day, it would have put down some really good times. Let's watch those real quick. So as you can see, the car pulls a lot harder than it did compared to when it was completely stock. This is with the Air Compulsion 1446 Plus Turbo, their big injector tune. Everything is sold on drivendistrict.com if you're interested in taking your 124 Spider or even your 500 to the next level, to these power levels. This is all on pump gas still, mind you, on 93 octane. There's still more left in her for more power, and we're actually going to be putting on a bigger turbo both on my 500, which I recently got. I'll have a video up here I'll link to that you can check out, plus another slightly, actually this one's gonna be even bigger. Apparently it's a couple steps up compared to the 1446 Plus Turbo. The 1446 Plus I freaking love. It put down 220 to the wheels, and I'll have a video again in the corner in the description where you could check out the dyno and everything. It put down 220 on one pull, and then the one that I shared, it was 218 and 241 torque. The thing pulled hard, it was strong, and we're still gonna test for more. My goal, it might be a stretch goal, but if the larger turbo that I'm testing, which once we finalize it, I'll have exclusive rights to sell this turbo to you guys, and then I'll unveil the company that produces it, everything. It's all made in the USA. My stretch goal is to see if we could do 250 wheel horsepower on pump gas to redline. That would be pretty crazy. On E85 and other things, no worries, but if we could accomplish that on pump gas with a drop-in turbo, that's a game changer. So hopefully we can do that. I might have some photos or videos just on screen kind of showcasing what a stock turbo looks like versus the larger one, which is a hair larger from what I've been told. I can't guarantee it, but I've been told a hair larger than the 1446 Plus. That's going in my 500. And then a turbo that's even bigger than that larger one that I just got in the other day. And that is what we're eventually going to be putting into the 124 to see if we can bring it up to 250 or close to. I think that's gonna be pretty sweet. And one more thing, so I did a little giveaway where people guessed the wheel horsepower on my 500 and 124 before I had it on the dyno, and there were 3 winners. I have a video for that, why there was 3 winners, but hey, 3 people won. I'm gonna get stuff shipped out to them pretty soon. I'm working on that still. Maybe I'll do the same thing with this one. Don't hold me to it. I'm very busy, but I'd love to start incorporating these little fun giveaways that kind of gets everybody engaged. So in that poll, which I'll probably put on screen one more time, other one, the Draghi says I was going a hair downhill, so it was invalid. That one there was valid, even though I spun almost all the first gear. That was an 8th mile run. So I have shared the numbers a little bit with some folks. If you know it, don't comment, don't cheat. But if you don't know, drop a comment and let me know what you think my 0 to 60 time was, which keep in mind you have to shift into third on these cars, so it's never going to be anything like crazy low, and what my 8th mile time, what the ET was, but more importantly, what the mile per hour was on the 8th mile. Because the launch was terrible, it spun like crazy, that's going to hurt the ET. So the ET wasn't anything out of this world. But the mile per hour, I was actually genuinely happy with. So drop a comment. Let me know what your guys' guess is for all of that stuff. But I want to put a heavier focus on the mile per hour of that 8th mile pass that was valid according to Draghi. Maybe I'll do a little giveaway into the future when someone guesses that. Again, in another video, I'll kind of go over the run and what we got. Again, it's not optimal anyway. I spun so bad in first. The 60 foot was terrible. The launch was terrible because of that, having a bad 60 foot hurting the ET. But miles per hour still kind of showed that the car is putting down some healthy power, which, like I said, on the dyno was about 220 wheel horsepower on one of those runs at peak. So let me know what you guys think. Be sure to check out Patreon. I'm trying to push that a little bit more. I have some plans starting as low as $2 a month. It really helps me grow the channel, and I have a couple other plans that incorporate website discounts on merch, apparel. We're going to start bringing part discounts on there, monthly giveaways that are going to be starting to go into that, where you get bonus entries. So be sure to check that out. I'll have a link in the description as well. And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe for more, drop a comment, follow me on Instagram, check out drivendistrict.com. Appreciate the support. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.